Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. I am the Disaster Tour, here to take you on this wonderful trip through Sylvanaria. Sad Panda is sad. Thank you for the resubscribe. Been here for 3 months. Glad to have you. But, wow, that's not supposed to work that way. Huh. That's a problem. Fugitech's not working.
Oh, fun.
Which should fix itself in about 3-ish seconds, please. Oh well, while I get this figured out, how is everybody's night going?
It's going all right. Pretty good.
That's good.
Failed an exam this morning, feeling good.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I didn't fail it as badly as I thought I would, so that's pretty exciting.
All that matters is that you did your best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I-
Exactly.
Listen, anything's better than a 0.
Look,
Sky,
failure is
turn my
probably
volume
like.
down.
Oh, I didn't turn you up, so I was okay.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, God.
Failure is probably like the backbone of success or something like that.
Yeah, I
Well,
think so.
this is about to be a failure because Fugitech is just not working.
Boogie Tech's not working?
Yep. It was working up until the moment I hit start stream, apparently.
Maybe try refreshing everything? I've never had issues with Boogie Tech like you have.
Like, I mean, I can show you. This is what I'm looking at right now, Sky. You can see it on stream, too. They just no longer exist.
Yeah, I'm saying that, like, maybe you're, like, you need to, like, go into the properties and, like, refresh the links or something like that.
That's what I'm doing. They're still
It's
off.
worth trying.
They still off. Settings. Maybe I need to reset the pictures. Could also be the case. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, chat, how's everyone doing? Well, we worked through this arduous process.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, if they were working before you hit go live,
Yeah.
then it's not the website.
Oh my god, Sky's here.
I am
Oh my
here.
God.
Hello, Ferret. How's it going?
It's going. It's been a day for sure.
I feel that. I had the weirdest interaction at the grocery store today, which I didn't talk about on my stream, but now I can talk about.
Yeah.
Me and Tech Husband went to the grocery store up this morning to get half-price Easter candy, obviously. And to just grab some stuff for meals for this week. And when we went to go check out, so I'm wearing my Bits, Crits, and Halfwits t-shirt, by the way. Chat, check out the
Mhm.
Sky Tea Shop to get your own.
Yeah.
But I was wearing my Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, and I think, like, from the title, it's, like, clearly D&D related, right? And so the cashier, like, Tech Husband's ahead of me, like, we're putting stuff on the conveyor belt, and the cashier, like, pointedly, I'd almost say, ignores him, like, looks at me and is like, hey, that's a cool shirt, like, is it a reference to something? And I was like, oh, this is, like, my personal D&D campaign, and I made these for everybody in my group. And he was like, oh, that's really cool. And then, like, starts talking about having gone to SAC anime and stuff like that, and just talking about nerdy stuff in general, which is, like, fine, but it was so weird because he was literally only conversing with me. Like, no matter where I would go, like, it was like, he would, like, even when Tech Husband was standing right in front of him paying, like, he was looking at me and having a conversation, and I was like, bro, I'm sorry, I'm married, like, this is a little weird.
Oh
And
no.
when we walked out, I was just like, that guy straight up just ignored your existence. It was bizarre, such a bizarre interaction. Boy, howdy.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I don't think I've had any weird encounters with people recently.
I'm sure you will at some point with the new
Yeah.
job. Can't wait till those start rolling in.
Yeah, I have plenty of stories from when I used to work at Taco Bell, so I'm sure.
True. Oh god, yeah.
All right. Well, while we get this set up, a couple changes coming to the stream that I feel like everybody should know about while I do some fixing over here. Players no longer have to give the recap. There's the first of your patch notes. Which, when I told the players, I got some cheers. But they do still have to roll their D100s. Now they will be rolling them to see who asks the question of the day.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That was Brando's idea.
That's a good idea, Brando.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
This noggin's useful for something.
Yeah. It's useful for many things, including mooing.
That's like 90% of it.
90% moo, 10% love Earl.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to restart OBS.
Earl, more like
The second patch is that we will be introducing something that I saw from Brennan Lee Mulligan, which is oh god, what were they called?
I'm getting
What kind of roles were they?
Box of Doom! Box of Doom!
We're not
Yeah,
adding Box of
basically.
well, kind of.
I mean, it was
okay.
like the equivalent of
It's
Box of
so
Doom.
essentially how it works is if I decide that something can either go really, really well or really, really bad with no in between, I'll let the players take a vote on it. If they vote they want to roll it this way, whoever's rolling it is going to roll 2 dice and take the result that is farther away from 10.
It's like a
Ooh.
And if they're the same distance from 10,
You reroll.
them.
Yep. Yep.
Interesting.
All right, we're going to try this real quick. Oh. Oh. Hang on. We're seeing things on stream now.
They
Okay.
have
Oh my
Fugi
God,
Tech
you-
has
Now we
icons
see now we see the logos. Okay. This is good. This is progress.
So part of the reason I bought
almost
this
fucked
mic,
a god.
Look at it.
I did almost.
What'd you
fucking die.
get?
I got a
I don't know.
95 and an 85.
Oh god, it's so close.
So close.
I want it to
Well,
happen so bad.
The sexual
Not as-
tension is never
Not
been
as close
closer.
as that.
Isaac! He has internet!
Isaac, I missed
Oh
you.
my God, he
Isaac,
made it?
Missed you. I love you.
Good news, everyone.
Good news, you got your internet?
Say it
It
back.
does seem to be back.
That's
Say it
What am I
amazing.
saying back?
Isaac, say it back.
Oh my god, no, I'm
The opposite of how
Oh my God.
Nam and Elliot
We're good!
are behaving.
We're good.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh.
Because Isaac was.
It was a Discord restart that was necessary. I had to log out of Fugitech, restart Discord, and log back in, but we're good now.
There you
We're on
go.
progress. All right.
Let's go.
So Isaac, just because I know you missed the patch notes, players no longer have to give the recap,
Oh,
but you
Okay.
do still have to roll a D100 to see who asked the question of the day. Do we want question of the day to go to high roll or low roll?
high
I feel
roll.
like
I
it's
feel like high roll.
Because I don't get those.
Peril, yeah.
All right.
damn it. I'm gonna have to make a list of
And then
questions.
Nam will obviously continue to roll the will he fuck God.
And
Yeah.
he
Rolls.
almost did.
Almost
Sexual
did. That's the
tension's
second
getting
time.
closer.
Was it last week or the week before? I got a 99.
It was
Yeah.
the week
You
before.
All right.
you know, it's getting close. She's really starting to feel affectionate.
She's really
you know?
still thinking about me.
She's still thinking about you.
Now
Love-
is becoming
We
a
gotta get you
bard.
some more.
Love him or hate him,
Nam's-
Nam lives rent free inside her mind.
Nam's always been a bard at heart.
Oh,
I
so
thought
we
Nam's
gotta-
always
we
been a
gotta find
rogue at
more of
heart.
that
Man's got a
water.
bard heart.
True.
If we find more of the water, we can.
Nam
send it
is
back
the
there.
Nam is the definition of class androgyny.
What if the next time we find the water, Nuzin and Nam drink it, so Nuzin could be your wingman?
What does androgyny mean?
Genderless. Like, you kind of, it's like
Oh,
genderqueer,
okay,
basically.
Okay.
Nam is just every class.
Yeah, man, he
Yes.
is.
He did Nom is truly the one where if I was just somebody who was watching and you asked me what Nom's class was, I would not be able to tell you.
Gender
The nom of all
non-conforming.
trades.
That
Yes.
was the yes.
Yes.
The nom of all trades.
David Bowie is usually the example people give for
David
androgyny.
Bowie.
It's a-
Oh, okay.
It's a good example. It's a good example. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, then Nom. What is the question of the day for everyone? And then we'll kick the introductions.
How would what kind of pasta would each of your characters enjoy the most?
Ooh,
I need to know.
That's a good one.
that's an important question, honestly.
All right.
I'll start. Nom's definitely
Let me.
like a buttered noodles type of guy.
You little shit.
he loves his
Whoa.
buttered noodles.
He loves a
This
good
is a lot of
nude.
words.
All right. Well, let me introduce our players, and we'll have them answer the question. I guess first we have Nom Dream Shadow, played by the Kobold Ranger from Koboldia, played by.
Right
Me,
smack dab
Gentleman
in the
Ferret,
middle.
and I'm back to streaming, baby. I'm back.
You're fucking
Yeah, with
right.
Pokemon Infinite Fusion.
I'm back.
Fucking popping off.
Hey,
Oh, it's so fun.
Shitwig is a very important member of the community.
Yes, Shitwig lives forever, and no, I will not kill him off stream.
We love Shitwig. He's much better than the cursed counterparty was before.
But yeah. So Nom would like buttered noodles. I just thought it would be appropriate for me to answer my own question first.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
And then we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf wizard from Zrea, played by.
Now, Elliot would be simply just fascinated with carbonara. Favorite food, really.
Yeah, you
You know,
would.
it's about as posh as you can get. Yes.
But who plays
Thank you,
Elliot?
Nom.
But who plays Elliot?
Oh, of course, that's me,
Mario.
Isaac. I play Elliot.
Who
I am not back to streaming.
who
Not Mario
at this
today.
rate, I think,
is it, or is this
my
like
next
a
stream
you,
is in 6 months?
I was gonna say, are you gonna be good all
It's
night
'cause
tonight,
we-
or is
it's
it
'cause-
like playing it by ear on the internet thing?
It's just because we haven't played
Well,
Factorio
we are
in a while.
we are playing it by ear on the internet. I may just disappear at some point.
Okay.
I'm hoping not, but my reliability is like real bad. So
At an
we'll see
all-time
how long
low.
I'm here for.
All
It
right.
is at an all-time low.
And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, the
Uh,
Kalishtar wizard from Stipvale, played by.
Hello, I'm Rosie, one Rosie CS on the internet with a brand new microphone.
It sounds so crisp.
Thank you.
So
Thank
What's
you.
Lyra's favorite pasta?
Lyra's favorite pasta?
The people demand answers.
Okay.
Technically, you guys are asking about
okay.
pasta dishes. Pasta is just the noodle.
Oh my god, I think that Lyra would do some sort of a tomato-y something, maybe a vodka sauce. Yeah, I think that's her jam.
And then we have Lulin Bold Speaker,
It's
the
not a jam,
Minotaur
it's a song.
Druid.
Shut up!
God damn it.
I knew that's exactly what you were gonna say, and I hoped we had moved on.
You saw it working you saw the cogs in my head.
Yeah.
And then we have Lulin Bold Speaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Oldfast, played by.
Me, Brambo. What would?
I feel like Lulin's got to have like a super niche answer based on
Yeah.
everything we know about Lulin.
So I think his favorite pasta dish would be like a spaghetti meatball, but like if it came from like a spaghetti dinner function. Because in my opinion, those are the best.
He only eats it potluck style.
Yeah, but his favorite noodle are the little wagon wheels.
Little
Because
wagon
Ion's
wheel.
Wagon.
The little wagon wheel things.
I haven't
And-
had a
I know what
wagon
you're
wheel
saying.
in a while.
Because yeah.
I was gonna say I've only seen them in like
And last, but certainly not least, we have Newsen Worldwalker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Oldfast. played by.
Hello, everyone. It's me, the Sky Tea. I was actually gonna say vodka
God,
sauce
you want
originally.
Ha.
I was originally gonna say vodka sauce for Newson as well, but now I need to pick something else. So I'm going with I think I'm gonna go with a fettuccine Alfredo.
Ooh.
Something indulgent.
I had seafood Alfredo yesterday and today. I had leftovers today.
And I
Fair
guess that leaves me, the disaster tour, shrimp scampi. The shrimp scampi.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like just,
Shrimp scampi is good.
Shrimp
it's my
scampi.
favorite. It's my favorite pasta dish.
Mm-hmm.
My
So
mom makes good shrimp scampi.
I'll remember that when I come visit.
No, you won't.
Damn.
I won't
Yeah, I
remember.
mean, you
I
can
won't
come
visit.
visit.
Yeah, I think you was going with I won't remember, not I can't come visit.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
was
no,
saying, like,
but
you
I
can
mean,
come.
I was damning over the fact that you said he won't remember, so
Yeah, that was harsh.
He's
you
gonna-
really just got him.
All
I
right.
guarantee you, if I asked him this question next week, he would forget.
What? Well, I think it would
think you
really
could ask
depend
him
on
this
how you
question.
phrased the question. Because if you ask me what dish is my mom really good at making, I'm gonna go shrimp scampi because it's the only dish I know now that your mom's good at making. Like your pool
Over
of
the-
questions is low, but my
I
pool
think-
of answers is lower.
Well, or I could fill your head with other pasta dishes that my mom just doesn't make, but I tell you that she makes them, so that when you do, if you ever do come here, you'll embarrass
So
yourself
the
immediately.
key the
Right.
key
That's a classic
one of the
misdirection.
one of the key steps to gaslight gatekeep girl boss is do not tell the person you are doing it to that you are gaslight gatekeep girl bossing.
Yeah, but I wasn't actually gonna do that.
Alrighty, so let's without further
Are
ado,
you guys still there?
let's get we're still here.
We're under there.
Are you still here?
Under
Uh-oh.
under where?
Shut up!
We're off on a great start.
We are a high caliber of person.
I need an energy drink. I need to bring it up to the next level.
Oh,
I didn't
God.
All
know it was
right.
sponsored.
So last
I know, I
time
was
on
gonna
bit
say.
last
My
time on
energy
bits crits and halfwits, the party returned to their home to find that. They returned to their home to prepare for the party, and they found an elven military guard outside their home protecting it because apparently there was an additional bombing in Zrea.
And a motorcycle.
Apologies.
That's what it sounded like.
They did a little digging and they found out that Elliot's den had been broken into, and when they went inside, they found a bloody wolf pelt under his covers. So they went to check Alron's room, and there was no bloody wolf pelt. But they did later find a jar full of memory beads in Alron's room, some of which were tainted green, which is the color of Spectra. Try and go through the most important thing for each character. Newson learned that Breton was a Triton. I feel like that was very important for Newson.
That was important. That was important for me.
It set up the beach episode.
It
so
did
it's
set
important
up
for
the
all of
beach
us.
episode. They found out that Breton was a Triton. They kind of started investigating Allrond a little bit because they realized that he kind of smelled the same as what they smelled around when the bombs went off and around the den of Elliot and around Elliot's den. They went back to figure out what to do with the memory orbs that were under Allron's bed because Allron didn't know about them, but the wolf very clearly did. Elliot and Lyra decided to take the orbs and go hide them in the woods. And Nuzin and Nom stayed behind because Nanir was proven to be infected with Spectra, so that Nuzin doesn't feel, I guess, comfortable going with everyone, not knowing if he's inside her head or not.
Mhm.
When they went out, they saw Mr. Ambiguous. They saw Mr. fucking useless himself, Pharaoh, sitting there, and he told Nuzin to make sure that her friends had their stories straight. And then Nom ran off into the woods to tell them that. Well, I'm assuming Lulin was just partying it up at the hot springs.
Oh, you're damn right. You're
So-
damn right.
So where we are, did I miss any
Did
I miss any huge important details?
He done gone and stripped.
Lula's trying to fuck.
I don't think I missed any huge important details. Oh my god! Omni is awesome. I did miss a huge important detail.
Yeah. Omni's
Yeah.
cool. Also, Nam recently is on his like confrontation arc. I
So
think.
true.
Which could be very good or very bad.
The confrontation arc is popping.
Yeah. Good
We-
for progression, bad for PT.
I think it's good for everyone.
I think it's good for everyone. Because you gotta remember, good for progression is good for PT.
True.
True.
All right.
knows we never do anything.
I do everything.
You guys just keep throwing
Oh
parties.
yeah.
We keep
Oh,
throwing.
yeah. You
We've
do
only
everything?
thrown one party, and we're not even attending it currently.
Yeah,
Well, you
that's
are.
really sad of us.
You're attending
Oh,
the
yeah.
party, and so is Lula.
I am now.
If you do everything, Isaac, name everything.
Everything.
Every
Nathaniel.
Name it please wives.
All right, but without further ado, we are
I
gonna
decided that
finish your sentence because once I finish this, we're dropping into character and we're sending it.
then everything is now named Jimmy.
Okay.
Great.
That really
God.
rustles my jimmies.
Oh.
I'm
Wait,
Or
I
the
can
website.
wait. Hold on. Oh, PT, did you?
Did
are
I
you
mute
not
your
allowing sound
soundboard?
effects?
You're goddamn
Yes,
right I'm not
it
allowing
is.
soundboard.
God damn it!
You were denied instantly.
Wow.
He knew
That's
what you were
harsh.
gonna try and do.
I knew from No, you do not know the soundboard hell I went through with this motherfucker in his channel last night.
I would say anything and then Vine boom.
It was horrible.
It was
I would say, can you cut it out with the soundboard fart noise?
PT, you're being real right now, is what I.
Yeah. But anyways, we are going to drop into it. Would we like to pick up with News and Lulin or Elliot, Lyra, and Nom?
Elliot,
Flip a
Lyra, and
coin.
Mom, because Elliot is actually my.
You know what? Because you have
You
the
guys-
best chance of this going horribly wrong and you just being gone for the rest of the night. We'll go with that.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Let's get into it.
So we are starting with our side.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The cool kids, as it's called.
Yeah, the cooler ones.
The
Yeah.
cool kids.
All right.
We
So
should have like a group name.
Elliot
Just the three of
and-
us.
Elliot and Lyra, you sneak out the window and begin to make your way into the woods. I guess what's your game plan here?
That's
Well,
a good
I don't want to really take the DM role too much here, but sneak seems like a generous term. I think we both dived out of a fucking window. In about
Well enough that Nom heard you and knows where you're going.
Can we roll for something to see how much of a pile we landed in?
Sure, both of
I
you
don't know
roll
what
me a
the-
dexterity saving throw.
Let's
Actually, both of you
go.
roll me acrobatics. And because this,
Let's go.
do we want to make this our first box of doom roll?
Oh my god. To see how
Yes.
many people
It's not a
follow
box of
exactly
doom,
where
but
you're
yes.
going.
Yes.
So Isaac, this wasn't. Have you been introduced to this?
No.
You're gonna roll
Okay, so
two
it's
dice, and we're taking whichever one is further away from 10.
So it's an extreme outcome.
I don't like that, but okay.
I think it's pretty funny. Okay, acrobatics.
It's
So I'll roll. One.
Dang!
Well, that's gonna be the furthest away from
Holy
10
shit.
unless you crit fail. You can still crit fail and have to roll again. You two exit this window with a grace that the two of you didn't know you had. You just lightly land. When you begin heading into the woods, Elliot, you look back and you see that there's not even boot prints where the two of you came out the window. You landed so gracefully.
Shit, Lyra, we did that. That was like so
Just-
good.
Did that.
So there
I
is
told
no
you- look,
there is
I
no
told you
sign the
diving out of
direction you're
windows
heading.
was gonna, like,
Are you going?
Should we like start? Do you think we should be dancers?
honestly, like, dude, I told you diving out of windows was gonna pay off someday.
It really did. I'm enlightened. I didn't know I had that in me. Well,
We
okay.
gotta do this more, by the way.
Yeah, okay, we got okay. Also, we have to focus for a second.
So are the two of
We
you?
have all these
What,
orbs.
what are you doing back here still? It's been 5 minutes. You guys have been talking about jumping out of the window with grace
no,
from
you don't
Mom, did you
understand.
see us? Mom, did you
You didn't.
see
It was
us?
I
amazing.
didn't. No, I didn't see you guys jump out of the.
Exactly.
You guys didn't go anywhere yet.
So are you guys
It was
going
like-
up the
it was
mountain?
like coordinated acrobatics. It's stuff I haven't
It
seen
was-
since I've seen a circus. It was amazing.
Yeah,
It was
we'll see. We'll
beautiful.
see if you guys continue that. Maybe I'll have to ask you guys to start stealing things with me too.
See, it was
have
gonna be
to.
really funny to me because I was really hoping for the crit fail so they'd spill the jar full of memories.
God.
No, that would make me very happy.
But
If we could like steal some stuff together.
What did I feel like you've been yelling at me for the past?
Well, it's because you wanted to steal
Entire
from my
time.
uncle. Let's steal from not my uncle.
I would never do that ever in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've already admitted to it.
Maybe, but maybe not.
Okay.
so would you guys like to go further up the mountain or deeper into the woods?
Up the mountain.
Turn to page 73 if you go up the mountain.
Don't make me just take away your sound privileges.
Mute him. Anyways, Nam, why are you here? I thought you weren't. I thought you were going to keep News and Company. I mean, I love that you're coming with us.
Oh, I don't know. That mysterious dude that was like predicting stuff, but very vaguely, said that you guys need to like get your story straight, or you guys might like die or receive a lot of harm done to you guys or something.
What is
What?
that?
Okay.
Our story's
So,
sort
like,
of about.
our story.
That's literally all he said.
Okay, so,
I
Lyra,
asked,
Well,
We
did
are
just
going
steal
in the
this
woods
thing.
to bury these, right?
Yes. Wait. But
Okay,
maybe
so our
maybe
story
we
is
don't want to
straight.
tell that to someone. No. Maybe we like don't want to say
Oh.
that. Yeah.
oh, maybe we need
So-
to think of a lie together.
Yes.
God, thank God for
We're
Lyra.
going into the
Then
woods.
these.
So
then
I'm assuming
these-
as this conversation is happening, you guys are walking up the mountain.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we're probably walking at this.
Okay. So as
Okay,
you
so-
as you kind of begin to walk up the mountain, you're still going through the forest because the tree line is way above you. Or I guess
Nam is
it's-
on high alert the whole time, making
Awesome.
sure he's not being followed.
Roll me a perception check at advantage.
Boom.
Very nice. Nom, as you are walking, every once in a while, you can't see anything, but every once in a while you're just hearing, like, deep in the woods off to either side, something rustling. And it's very clearly keeping pace with you, whatever it is.
Nam like looks at Lyra, like and is like raising his eyebrows, like
Lyra makes eye contact and opens up a psychic connection.
I think we need to start talking in our mind.
Alrighty. There's one. Okay. No. Oh, and of course, we are getting raided. No, they can't hear anything. Nobody can. Yeah, I know. What perfect timing. Welcome in, raiders. I know you can... They can hear me now. Well, I think they might be able to hear you guys. Yeah, I fixed my mic first. So I could tell chat what was going on. Welcome in, raiders. We're experiencing some weird audio problems. My computer, like, snapped to black for half a second and then decided that it didn't have any inputs or outputs for sound, so it broke everything. Absolutely not.
I think your mic screwed up too, PT, because you are getting a lot of noise now. I don't know if PT can even hear us anymore.
I can still hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
The little grabby guy.
I'm getting like... Did that work?
Oh.
No, did it?
Did that work?
Moo.
Fix it or not?
I think we're back.
Yes, you guys are back. I got you guys fixed.
Well, now you're only coming in on my left ear.
Okay, yeah, I switched it to I switched it to 2-track.
This is PT ASMR.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I don't know what's going on with the This is a shit show, y'all. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the raid though. I deeply appreciate you. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Maybe technology just
wouldn't be a disaster tour
working.
without some technical difficulties, right?
It would be a disaster tour without some disaster.
Like,
we're just being on brand.
We're doing okay. We can kind of hear everyone. We're gonna fucking just continue to send it. I didn't hear anything you guys said to each other in Lyra's head. Like,
Perfect.
You just cut out. That's fun.
No,
like, it literally went from...
Well, good. Now you can't use it against us.
It literally went from we need to talk in each other's head to all my audio went out. So I blame Ferret.
Okay. That was our plan, Alan.
Guys, it worked. I totally messed with his stream, so he can't.
Oh my god, you hacked the mainframe?
Yeah.
Elliot sent out Jeffries.
It was so that you couldn't use what we told each other against us.
But I do need to know what you told each other.
It's a secret.
Joke's on you. We don't even remember.
Literally, what did I say? I have no memory.
That someone was following you all, and that you needed to talk in each other's heads. And then you were trying to get your story straight.
And Nam came up with the idea to pretend that the memory orbs were candy, but the candy was poisoned, so you can't eat it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
And Lyra thought we should just say we found them.
This is what happens.
This is what happens when you try and screw with me.
I don't know if we got it. If one of my mods is in my chat, can we get a shout out for the person who raided, by the way?
Yeah. I got that. If somebody beats me to it.
All right.
I'm not modded.
You're not going to be.
That's messed up.
I have arguably too many mods for the amount I stream, but...
Thank you again for raiding at it.
Yeah, thank you for the raid.
Horrible
again.
time.
Yeah, thank you,
You kind of
raiders.
chose the perfect time. It gave everybody something to talk about in chat while I tried to fix everything that was broken already.
Yeah, broken.
Oh, PT, someone in chat says that you could mod them.
Anyways.
Thank God.
Anyways, we're in the woods being followed.
Yes, so you guys are in the woods being followed. I'm your mod, seems fair.
That's true.
But you guys, you don't know that you're being followed, but you don't know by what exactly, or by whom.
Yeah.
So Elliot is flying, sending Jeffries into the air.
I mean, I could confront him, or it.
Well, do you think that's wise? I don't. What if it's just someone at the party. And
Yeah, but what if
peeing.
what if it follows us to where we're trying to hide the things?
Oh, that's true. That's not good, is it?
No.
What does
Also,
Jeffrey see?
how are we? Yeah.
Roll perception.
You got it. You want me to roll with Elliot? or Jeff?
Jeffries has a sheet, right? I gave you a sheet for Jeffries.
I thought you were talking about...
I don't think so.
Why'd you name your owl me?
Go to characters, companions. Oh, I guess
Oh,
we
shit.
no longer have a...
Oh, never mind. I see perception. I can roll that for Jeffries.
Perfect. Jeffries doesn't see anything from up above. The trees here are the canopy's relatively thick because of this is less of a pine forest and more temperate because it's closer to the desert, and it's right up on the mountains. So
Nam takes out
more
Omni
broadleaf
and he uses beast sense.
Okay, how does that work?
So I touch a willing beast. For the duration of the spell, you can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and hear what it hears, and continue to do so until you use your action to return to your normal senses. So now I'm just gonna use beast sense and kind of like.
Okay, so
Does Nam know like the general direction of?
So to be clear, you know that by doing this, you become blind and deaf.
Yeah. Before he casts it, Nam's gonna go. Lyra, just like grab my hand or something. I'm gonna be looking through Omni for a second. And then Nam's gonna do that, and right before he does it, he points in the. Does he know the direction?
It was coming from both sides of the trail, so you can choose one.
Oh, okay. Nam's gonna like slightly nod like his head to one of the sides and pretend like he's cracking his neck or something to Omni. And then he's gonna send Omni in the direction left, I guess.
So Omni hops off your shoulder and scurries down the side of your boot, and then runs off into the undergrowth on the left side of the trail as you're watching. And you see these the leaves, and it's very weird being this low to the ground. It feels like you're running through a forest within a forest.
Mm-hmm.
As he's making his way towards where these sounds are, and go ahead and give me a perception check. As Omni. So you're gonna have to use a mouse's perception.
I had 16. I don't know what a mouse's perception is. Like, I don't know what the bonus is.
Does Beast Sense not let you use your own stuff when you're looking?
You use all of their senses.
Oh.
They have a +0, so 16.
Okay, so 16.
So you're running through, and you're still kind of picking up noises, but every time you try to, like, lock in on them, you kind of get turned around in the undergrowth. Like, the way the sound's hitting down here is making it, and the being new to these senses for the first time is making it difficult for you to parse out exactly where it's coming from.
Okay. Alright. So, Omni doesn't see anything then?
No. But actually, with the 16, while he's running through, he does find a set of boot prints in the mud that look relatively fresh.
Okay.
But they're ahead of you.
Then Nam's gonna cancel Beast Sense and like cough really loud.
Omni just kind of turns around, really confused, and then runs back.
And then
Should I fly Jeffries lower? See if we can see something in the trees instead of over it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Ooh. I'm gonna have Jeffries, like, bee and owl. And sort of in the trees look for the noises.
Alright.
give us the good
roll me another perception. Do owls have advantage on sight-based perception checks?
That's a great question. I have mouse up. Here, let me change it to owl.
Ew.
Ew.
Owls.
Oh, advantage. Yeah, they do.
They
Yep.
do.
Yep. All right.
More
So
like-
go ahead and roll me that
Peeping.
perception check at advantage.
Peeping around
Yeah.
and stuff.
I will see what.
So with the 19, as Jeffries kind of comes down under the trees, he almost. So as you're kind of watching through Jeffrey's eyes, he's having a hard time getting through these branches. They seem almost thicker than when he flew up above the canopy. But as he comes down and lands on a branch right at the base of this large broadleaf tree, he sees a figure sitting in kind of it seems like a clearing, but it's not open to the sky, if that makes sense. Like it's almost a dome where the tree canopies just come together, but there's no trees growing in the middle, and there's just a figure sitting on top of a large rock, looking back at Jeffries with golden eyes.
All right then.
Like James
Hey, buddy.
Bond.
No,
Goldeneye?
like a werewolf. Like James Bond.
Yeah, James Bond Goldeneye. Good game.
Anyway, so Lyra, it seems there's some werewolves matching pace with us.
Multiple?
No. So what Jeffrey? Let me be clear. So what Jeffrey saw is
Let
up
me be
the
clear.
path waiting for you.
I see. And then on either side, he didn't see anything.
No, he did not.
Okay. There is a werewolf ahead of us.
Okay.
Okay, guys. What if I fog cloud it, rope tricked, and then we climb up into the rope trick and just wait. We just wait for a bit.
That's a great idea. How long does rope trick
Yeah.
last for? That's crazy.
That's a great question. Let me check my spell book.
It's like fine.
Wow. So yeah, how long could we stay up there?
About 1 hour.
That's pretty good. And if we pulled up the rope?
Do you have anything to make it look like we kept going, Lyra?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I've got
Well, I could speak with plants maybe and tell the grass on the ground to kind of shift around a bit, like where there were footsteps.
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, I have prestidigitation, but
That could
that's-
also, I mean, that might work.
Yeah, I could do something little as well.
Nom,
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't
since
have any
you're
big
thinking about
illusions.
plants, Nom, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Loves thinking about plants.
He's a planty boy.
So Nom, as you're thinking of kind of how you would use the plants to make it look like you continue down this path, you look at the edges of the forest path around you, and you realize that the branches are getting closer together and weaving together.
Nam casts speak with plants and tells them to stop.
Hey, stop it!
Hey, you! Stop it!
You hear when you say stop. I'm gonna need you. How do I want to? I wonder how a contested speak with plants roll would work.
Arcana,
Persuasion?
nature. Oh, persuasion.
It's gotta
Yeah.
either be nature or persuasion.
So, I'm gonna
right? 'Cause
have
you
you-
just have to.
I'm
They have
gonna-
to like you better.
So I'm gonna have you
Yeah.
make a persuasion check, Nom.
Oh boy.
I won't tell you the reason, but it is gonna be at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
A 19 and a 4.
Oh, that's
Painful.
rough.
Oh.
So as you watch, some of the plants stop growing, like the ones closer to the ground, Nom, just kind of stop, but the trees themselves, and it seems like the larger, older plants continue to kind of slowly combine together. And at this
So-
point, Lyra and Elliot, you're realizing the same thing is happening. But it's only happening
Lyra
along
and
the edges
Elliot-
of the path, not a header behind you.
You just hear Nam make like a whoosh.
So, anyways, is it about time to go back to the party then?
Maybe, but what are we gonna do with these
Well,
things? Aren't we trying to hide them?
Well, yeah, but the plants are kind of being a little wacky right now, and I feel like somebody else is controlling them because they aren't fully
So-
listening to me.
Okay, so maybe we could, hide them in the basement?
Yeah, that works. We could put them in Nom's area.
Okay.
Don't eat them, Nom. They're not candy, as you've
They're not
pointed out.
candy.
Well, yeah, I won't eat them.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
cool.
Mimic armor, that goes for you too. Don't go
Yeah,
doing
would be
that shit.
Fine. You better get me more tacos.
That's interesting. You couldn't talk to me before. How are you doing that?
I didn't want to talk.
You
to
couldn't
before.
talk to me
Anyways.
while you were on me.
Well, you know, mimics are a type of fungi, and you're kind of talking to plants. Opens up a
Are
couple
they-
other
I didn't
avenues
know
of
that.
communication.
Mimics are fungi?
I would
I
say
don't
you're a
know.
pretty fun guy.
Oh, thanks. I think you are. I think you are too.
Thanks, man.
So-
You know, I'm really glad
wanna-
I met you.
It's
Gave me that taco.
It's getting kind of dark in these trees. You want the lights?
Can you do that? Can you do that?
As the two of you are watching and Nom's whispering plant noises down to his armor, you watch as almost like the armor begins to light up like a bioluminescent flower. As
Wow,
Nom
that's
starts giving off
beautiful.
pink and green and blue and yellow light.
Well, that's pretty sick. I didn't know you could do that.
That is pretty nifty.
You never
Popping
asked.
off.
Does Jeffrey see anything, by the way? He's just, like, around up by the figure on the rock, I guess.
The figure is just seemingly waiting for you. It looks up at Jeffries and just kind of, like, literally just shrugs at you.
Sorry, you cut out what?
The figure's just sitting on the rock waiting, and when Jeffries is looking down at it, it looks back up and gives it like a "Well, are you coming?" gesture.
I think we can take him. It's just a werewolf. And I'm one of them, so...
Is it one that we know, you think?
Do I, through Jeffrey's eyes, recognize the figure?
It's Elrond,
Oh. Apparently it's Elrond, but it's
Oh, it's
the
just
wolfy part of
Elrond.
Elrond.
Oh, so he might not be happy about it.
Well, last time I
Eh.
said something really dumb and Elrond came back out.
That's true. If we keep Nom here, we can bring Elrond back out.
It's true.
Okay.
right,
Okay,
let's
so
go.
the plan is
Listen,
Let's go talk
alright.
to him.
we need to
Let's go
think
talk to
harder,
him.
not smarter.
I
Okay,
agree.
I will try.
Nam like out loud goes, "Man, it sure is dark out."
Man, these trees
It's pretty
Really?
dark.
growing.
And these trees really are shaping up to be an obstacle, maybe.
They're
Good
really
thing I have
unsuspicious.
Fireball ready.
Stop
Thank
threatening.
God.
And
When
good
you
thing I have
when you say
a
thank
missile
God, when
in my
you say
back pocket.
when you say thank God I have Fireball ready, it almost seems like some of the branches begin to point at you.
My God, literally, that's so rude. Look, they're pointing and laughing now.
I don't think they're laughing.
Yeah, let me see. Are they laughing? And then Nam's like listening to them.
They're not laughing, and they're kind of panicking. Just like if he makes a move, if you see a spark, you skewer him. You go.
Well, hey, are you guys gonna skewer us first, or because like if you guys aren't a threat, then I think we're chill.
The branches kind of retreat back up into the canopy. As you
All right,
enter, you enter into this circle, and the minute you enter, things feel different. The sound of the forest around you is dulled and just seemingly gone. And although Jeffries from above the forest and from inside couldn't see anything, when you step into this clearing, suddenly you're just flooded in the light of an almost full moon as Auron sits hunched like a gargoyle on this rock looking down at the three of you.
So, quick question. So was it not a full moon otherwise?
No, remember, when I described this place, it was it had a canopy on the top of it. The trees had closed over it, but when you stepped into it, that canopy disappeared and you found yourselves in an actual clearing.
Gotcha.
Nam goes, "Hey, grass, is that guy bothering you?"
The grass does not respond to you.
Well, the grass isn't responding to me.
Well,
How can we
I'm
help
sure
you,
it's
Wolf?
just busy.
I can't let you take those.
What do you need them for?
What are you talking about?
He still needs them. Or he will eventually.
They're corrupted.
Some of them.
What does he need these traumatizing experiences for? There's a reason they were removed, wasn't there?
Because I removed them.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to heal slowly.
Okay.
But you
No.
won't
So
give
do
him back
you
the
know-
tainted memories, right? What if...
When he has enough of his memory back to make his own decisions, I will let him decide.
Nam kind of like looks over at Lyra, and like in his head is going, "I feel like Elliot kind of knows what he's talking about right now. So when it comes to getting our story straight, I think we just follow his lead on this one."
Okay, but I don't know. This seems just very reasonable. I don't... Should we actually have these? I don't know. Okay, I'll see what Elliot says. And Lyra's gonna just kind of look at Elliot and say, like, that seems pretty reasonable, but Nam wants to follow your lead, so we're following your lead.
And without responding, Elliot's gonna sort of look back. So, do you know what the corruption is?
The mind sieve.
Okay. And you know what that does to
To mortal
everlasting
minds.
souls like ours?
Yes, I do. Which is why I had someone take it out.
Then why would we ever put it back in?
Like I said, it's his decision.
I suppose I don't disagree.
The mind sieve corrupts important memories. It's how it sticks around.
So why were these out in the open under your bed? You have to understand that that is not a secure place to keep them.
Easy to access. Give him one back a night, he thinks it's a dream. Until he wakes up, and then it's a memory.
Okay. These seem like amenable terms. You don't happen to know anything about the rose smell, do you?
No. You can all roll insight on that if you want to.
I would love to.
I would also love to do that.
Insight.
Oh my god.
That's nothing.
So, Elliot and Lyra, you know Elrond, but you don't really know the wolf right now, so you're not really sure like what the tone that he said that in means exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Nom, you're a little bit more familiar with just how lying works. So you know that not only is he is lying to you, he does know something about the smell, but he's not particularly trying to hide the fact that he's lying to you.
Why are you lying?
Forgot
he
that
was
Nom's
still
on his confrontation arc.
Why keep the truth from us right now? If you really want these orbs, back, then you better be upfront with us right now.
Sorry. I'll be
needs to
upfront with
calibrate.
you if you're upfront with him.
In what way? You're the one
Well,
who's
we tried
interrupted.
to
What do you
tell
mean?
him.
I've been pretty blatant with him recently.
You're the one who prevented us from confronting him about the mine, Steve. What have we been trying to hide?
And he also wasn't believing us, so there's not much we can do there.
We asked about the murder wall. We've been very
Here's-
upfront, let's be honest.
Here's a question that you'll find in those memories somewhere if you go to look at them. What's a locksmith?
The
Well, I mean-
keys to the future. I don't man.
Really, we've sort of been asking that same question as of late, too.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it's our fault that he doesn't know that. He did work for, like, her parents, not us.
Forky woman.
Yeah, if I knew any more information rather than I think we might be important one day, then I would tell you.
I mean, I don't even know about that, Nom. Like, I think someone thought we would be important, which is even less
Yeah.
interesting.
That's true. Hey, are you still like? Do I call you Allrond or like do I call you Wolf Allrond?
What is your name?
I think we should call him Allrand Asterix.
Are you
Okay,
going?
like we
are
should
you
make
going to give
quotations.
him the memories back?
Well, yes.
I mean,
If that's what
yeah,
you want.
they're yours.
Then
of
That's
course.
really
here.
good.
And Allron's head
No,
kind
we're
of
not.
falls back as his eyes turn blue.
That bitch.
How the fuck did
We
we
need
get
him-
into the
hold on.
woods?
we need him back. Allrond,
Mom,
we're
is that
not
the
doing
shit
this
you
with
were hiding under my bed?
Funny enough, it needs to just live there. Is that okay?
Allrond, they're
Sure.
your memories, and we're not giving them
Okay.
back to you.
They're my what?
Oh, no, they're living. Oh my god.
I mean, it seemed like the wolf wanted us to be completely honest with him. I feel like we follow Nom's lead
Yeah, but
here.
we need the
Well,
wolf back.
alright.
Like we weren't done talking to him, so now I have to lie to get him back out.
What do you
we,
mean?
we,
these-
we really need clarification. How honest are we supposed to be with you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you
Well,
not
yeah,
being honest
that's
with me?
obvious.
I feel
We're
like we should. I
trying
feel like we
to.
should give him one so that he knows, like you know.
Which one?
Well, not one of the green ones. Let's give him one of the blue ones first.
I feel like this is a really
I
bad
hate
idea,
this.
but I'm taking your lead on it. So let's go. No.
You got this, Nom. You pick.
Mom like closes his eyes and like takes one out. Is it?
Oh, not that one. Lyra likes direct your hand
Oh,
away
okay.
from the green one.
Okay.
The green one.
Then this one blue? I can't see.
Yeah, that one's blue. Yeah, that's blue.
All right, we'll give him this one.
All right. And
Elliot is making sure it's perfectly blue before Nom takes it.
roll investigation.
All right.
Investigate that orb.
Investigate that, you son of a gun.
It's perfectly blue.
Herb.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't,
It is-
which of us knew that the one that Ninir was holding was blue? Because I feel like that's might be important.
I don't remember exactly who asked me that question.
Elliot
Elliot
took it
asked me.
aside.
Yeah, he pulled it aside. He
Oh,
removed
So
it.
he has the one that Denier took.
Okay.
All right, and as Allron holds his hand out to grab this memory, we cut to Newson at the bar.
This is drunk as hell.
So, World Walker, how do you get a name like that? As Pharaoh kind of like looks up at you as he just holds out like the third flagon of ale he's given you in the 10 minutes since they left.
Well, you give up everything in your life to pursue something that you're not entirely sure is even the right thing to have pursued anymore, and people lie to you in your life about, you know, shit, and you go through hell, and then they're like, wow, good job not losing your goddamn mind. Thanks for coming back and saving us. Here's a new name.
I'll cheers to
It's
that.
great.
I've been there. As he just like holds out his flagon.
You have? She kind of like taps it against his, like, incredulously.
The pursuit of the future is a dangerous thing, Miss Worldwalker.
I guess not everybody wants to know what's gonna happen.
Trying to figure out exactly what will make you lose your mind.
So I'm still really curious, like, why you were so hell-bent on getting Lyra and Elliot into your class.
Truthfully, I got about 6 months left.
Wait, who? What?
I got about 6 months left. I came to terms with it a long time ago, but the most time I get is if I have all of you in my class.
Huh.
So, it's strictly self-preservation.
That's weird.
I don't know.
That's a weird correlation to exist.
When I look at myself in the mirror, in 6 months it just stops. And there are some minor things that happen along the way that I feel having all of you in my class could protect me from in some way, shape, or form. Or that by helping you guys recognize your own paths, things take longer to happen. I don't really know how it all works. There's a lot of futures.
But regardless of how many futures there are, none of them go past 6 months.
Yes. But it does seem in some way that the 5 of you are important.
Have you ever seen death?
Somebody else's?
Yeah.
Countless times. I'm looking at 100 ways you could die right now.
Love that for me.
Well, it happens to everyone. It's a hard life looking at people and only seeing the worst things that can happen to them.
Yeah.
But you just have to focus on the best.
So it's not like you couldn't see your death, it's that you just don't see anything.
Well, I've never seen my own death. I just see where the path ends.
But you've seen other people, so why would you be excluded from that?
Maybe something to do with the binding of the magic? I truthfully don't know. I mean, I didn't always have this. Obviously.
And you've never run into anybody else that had that when you looked into their past, it just stopped without an explanation?
No. And I've never not been able to see something until the museum. Lulin, at this point, you stumble up for your next beer. Oh wait, he's not at the mic. Anyways, you can still stumble up.
I am the mic. I'm here now.
You stumble up to the bar that Elodie's running to get your next beer. With your I survived mug.
The I survived mug.
God.
Love it.
We are assholes.
Lulin's having a hard time. He's stumbling, he's wandering, he's giggling. Lulin's a giggly drunk.
Newsom kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, is like, everything okay?
Miss Worldwalker, you may want to move him off to the side for just a second. Lulin, give me a Constitution saving throw. Cow getting sick, baby.
Oh my god.
Lulin,
give
me a
do I have
dex
enough time
save.
to
Give me a dex save.
rotate?
You have advantage because I'm going to consider it a trap. You managed to get him out of turned away from you fast enough before Lulin Just.
Brando rolled that, not me.
Oh
But
no, I don't need one from you, Brando.
Oh,
You crit.
You
You
were-
s-
you
I'm pretty
wasn't
sure you said
specific.
Lulin.
oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Newson, if you
You
could
wasn't
give me a deck
specific.
save at advantage
Okay.
to see if you could get him moved fast enough.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
even
perfectly done. You, as soon as you hear the words Miss Worldwalker, you might want to move him. You just like snap push Lulin off the path to the bar as he falls over and just starts heaving.
better. Oh, jeez.
I'm perfect.
Pharaoh walks over and just crouches down next to Lulin. How do you feel? Well, I hate to tell you, but I think you're going to feel even worse in the morning.
You know what's funny about that actually? I'm a goddamn paladin. I'm gonna roll a intelligence check to see if I cast the right spell.
Beautiful. Love it. What do you want the DC to be?
I'm rolling at a disadvantage. So wow.
Lulin Lulin may not always be in the right state of mind, but what Lulin does have going for him is hundreds upon thousands of hours of training and muscle memory.
Yeah. Just cast
Because
lesser
one of the
restoration.
things that I feel always scared Lulin as a child was his parents told him about snakes and he grew very afraid of poison. So he got very good at getting it out of him very quickly while under its effects.
Lulin just cast a spell.
You are instantly sober.
Lulin just like starts like waddling back and forth because it's a lot of blood moving everywhere, and you know he's a big man. It's gonna take for him to, I would imagine, like
Yeah, if he
he's
stands
sober,
up too
but-
fast, he doesn't want to pass
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. He's still got the stumblies. Listen. This isn't my first rodeo. Like, this is on par for me. I just need to remember what the hell I'm casting. Yeah, it's a little
Very-
bit abusive of my spells and powers. Sure.
Well,
But
what's-
I would do the same thing for anybody else.
it wouldn't be
Even ask
power
Newsom.
if somebody weren't abusing it.
That needs to be on a doormat.
Walk in to someone's house, it wouldn't be power if someone's not using it.
Yes.
I
Lulu
said,
thinks that would
it's
be-
funny that you guys heard using, because I was wondering why you wanted it on a doormat, because I said it wouldn't be power if someone's not abusing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
abusing. I mean,
I heard abusing.
Okay.
I probably
I
just
still-
repeated it wrong.
I still think it'd be a good doormat.
Anyways, any more questions about the future, Miss Worldwalker? Or the past? I'm an open book. I'm actually
I mean,
several open books at any given time, but...
I have a lot, but I don't know if they're ones that I want answered right now.
Very fair. Well, I think we have a few minutes. Why don't I tell you how I got my eye?
A few minutes before what?
We're gonna cut back to the other group. So Allrond reaches out and he kind of takes this small memory orb and he just kind of looks at it. He goes, "So what do I do with it?"
Eat
I
it.
think you eat it.
No, wait. How did we do it before? I don't remember.
You crush them.
No. You like
Well, I mean, you could crush them with your teeth.
No, I don't think you should.
Waft it.
Waft, yeah.
Oh shit, it's back to us.
Okay. And I don't really.
Sorry, my internet cut out for a couple seconds there.
I don't know, like just slam it against your head or something.
Just
I
close it in
can.
your fist.
So he
Guys,
closes
stop
it.
bullying
He
Allrond.
closes it in his fist and crushes it, and you watch as the blue tendrils shoot up his arm and towards his head. And you watch as his eyes fill with the azure color that you're familiar with because you've watched people use memories before. And as his eyes fill with that azure color, he kind of starts looking around, and then he grabs his head and lets out a panicked pained scream as he falls to his knees. Newson and Lulin, you hear that from the party as Pharaoh looks up at you and says, "Oh, I guess we don't have as much time as I thought we did."
What's Elrond doing now?
Your friend in the woods?
Listen. I know that man's yelling when I hear it. And that wasn't a good yelling.
Well, you should. I'd imagine the two of you should probably find somewhere isolated to go. After all, News and I did tell you when you needed to use your wings, you should soar. Thank you, Earl, for the commentary.
He's just screaming.
Sky, you there?
I don't know why he's screaming.
Is Sky dead?
I forgot I hard muted. Sorry.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, you don't have to, but he kind of you watch his eyes kind of glance around a bit, and he goes, "It is the fastest way to get there."
all right, I guess we're going.
They went up the mountain.
Lula's going to turn into a snake.
They can likely.
So you can.
He kind of looks at it again. They can handle it. It doesn't look like there's going to be a fight.
I was really trying to stay away from what they're doing, but I guess.
Well, you're more than welcome to stay here with me, and we can keep drinking. I think they can handle. I'm sure they can handle it.
You're really not instilling a lot of confidence in me.
I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of confidence. I'm seeing a lot of different things right now. Some of them good, some of them good, some of them, well, I wouldn't say bad, but not as good.
Do you happen to know the spell message?
I do.
Do you think you can? Do you know Lyra or Elliot enough to send them a message?
How about this? And you just watch as he reaches into a pocket, he pulls out like a crumpled piece of paper and a piece of charcoal, and he just starts drawing on it, and he goes, This is probably good enough to be considered a scroll. As he hands you like a roughly drawn message scroll. I'll let you. Right. I'll let the two of you handle your own business. I feel like that's most appropriate. Come find me later, though. I do want to tell you how I got my eye.
That is a story I cannot wait to hear. It's very interesting.
As he just turns on his heel and jovially walks away.
All right, I'm gonna use this here scrolly scroll.
How do you use a magic scroll?
You just read it.
Newsom pokes it a little bit. That was in character. Newsom does not know how to use a magic scroll.
I haven't used many of these, but whenever you're reading it, you read it with verbal incantations and channel some magic into it, and Lula's going to cast the message spell.
All right, Pharaoh was nice enough to write it in Minotaur for you.
As he explains what he's doing as he's doing it. So he's channeling a little bit of from you see the magical ability go from his horns all the way down to through his hands and into the paper. The letters glow, and then he speaks the incantation. If there's somatic incantations, he does that as well. And then I'm gonna message Lyra. Hey, heard Elrond scream from the town. Do you need us?
You got more words if you want them.
Newsen loves you.
Still got more
That's
words.
the message.
Okay.
That's the message. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I think Lyra is going to reply back. And she's gonna say, Alrond found us. Nom gave him one of the memories. Bad idea, I think.
So, Lyra,
But-
on the ground in front of you, Elrond is still clutching his head as he's, like, shifting in and out of wolf form.
I'm worried. Please come.
You got 7 more words.
Also, I'm really trying to follow Nom's lead on this, but
And you're out of words.
I think
I'm really trying to
follow Noms.
Oh, that's about the worst place that sentence could have ended.
Yeah, Lulin's gonna repeat that to Newsen. I'm confused. They gave Elrond memories?
Thought that was the opposite of what we were trying to do.
I just
That-
remembered
I mean, that
Lulin
seems
has
like-
no idea what's going on.
Lulin looks at you. What were we not doing?
So, what happened was, Alrond lied about what he had under his bed, because I saw that he was looking at something under his bed, and so he lied, and I knew he lied. So, I told Nom that he should check what's under there because of the weirdness with the murder map and stuff like that. So then, he sent Omni, and Omni found a bowl of memory orbs, but Alrond, I guess, didn't actually know, and maybe... So, we asked him about them, and he was like, I don't know what that is, why are you guys hiding stuff under my bed? And we were like, oh, yeah, we were hiding that there. So then, Lyra and Elliot went to go hide them, because when we had them, that magical mind guy took over Nom's brother and tried to steal some and crush them because he didn't want us to know about them, but I stopped him, so they went to go hide them, and I didn't go with them because I'm not sure that the magical mind guy isn't in my mind, and so I didn't want him to know where they were, because if he takes over me, then nobody's gonna be able to stop me from going and getting them. So now they're in the woods, and I guess Alron's there.
As you finish saying that, Ephraim and Sumter run past you towards the woods.
And I guess now I need to fly over there, because it might be too slow if I don't.
Has it been 24? No, it hasn't been 24 hours since the last
Since
time.
what?
Since the explosion.
No, it is not. It's been about 3.
Okay, then I cannot do my spells.
Using can give you spell slots back.
I can't.
No, I meant like prepared spells.
Oh, like you can't change your prepared
Yeah.
spells, yeah.
I don't
'Cause
care
I don't
that
have-
much about that. Or what are you trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do.
I
I'll
was
tell you
just
if
gonna
it's
cast.
reasonable.
I was gonna cast Longstrider on.
That's fine. I
Okay.
don't really.
I mean, I can also just fly us. I can fly
Yeah,
high.
but then we can zoom faster.
Does Longstrider make me faster flying?
I think it technically does. Rules is written.
Okay.
You touch a creature, the target's speed increases by 10 feet until the spell ends.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's
then.
very ambiguous.
You know, that's fair enough.
Does that mean if you animate like something that doesn't have a movement speed, you can give it a movement speed and it can just hop?
So if we're in like the dirt training yard area, can I like go over maybe behind one of these rocks or something to rage?
Yeah, let me unpause the game for you so you can show me where you want to go to.
Okay.
I
Okay,
kind of don't
there
like
it
that
is.
it always starts paused. There we go. All right. So you want to go behind the rocks
I'm-
on which side?
I'm assuming.
So most of the party
assuming
goers are
we're,
either
like,
in
we're
the
right
dirt.
here,
Yep.
right?
And most of the party goers are either around you or on the path between the hot springs and the house.
Yeah, so I was thinking about going into the trees over here.
Okay.
Like, in between these trees and this rock, potentially. Kind of by the secondary house.
Okay. I dig it.
And I guess I'm going... Lulin, are you gonna... Am I carrying you as is, or are you gonna be an animal?
I'm gonna change it to an animal.
Okay, cool. Am I a...
So what thought are you trying to use to draw the dragon out?
Lulin's gonna pat you on the head. He's gonna smile. By the way, I told Lyra that you love her, and Lulin's just gonna like toothy grin.
It's just like...
You did what?
That's a lot to take in right now, and I'm trying to be angry, and that really doesn't make me... It doesn't make me angry, it makes me really embarrassed.
Turns out embarrassment works because you feel electricity, static electricity begin to shoot across your fur.
Okay, I guess this works. I feel really uncomfortable. You should probably... Am I aware that I can potentially... That, like, electricity sparks off me when I'm changing?
You are.
Like, could I, like, is Nuzin aware that she could, like, potentially hurt people?
You're probably not going to hurt... You're relatively confident that you're not going to hurt anyone with a controlled transformation.
Okay, got
It's
it.
mostly when you try to bottle it up and then there's that big blast of energy.
Got it.
But you're just kind of, like, you're just going with the... You're not resisting, you're just going with the flow.
Okay, okay.
If that makes sense. I get...
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
as you fully shift into Dragon Nuzin. So I will shift you into Dragon Nuzin.
Rar.
And hopefully not break everything.
Hopefully not.
But we will find out.
I also like that Catio Foxglove was like, is Luke a snake during this whole thing? Because you said you turned into a snake.
I did, but then like we weren't like leaving immediately.
Yeah.
But now I am a snake. I'm gonna
Yes.
still keep that going.
I think we're good. Alright, Nuzin is Drago Nuzin.
Drago Nuzin.
Dragoozin. As you guys rocket up into the air and fly off towards them. Nom, Lyra, what are you doing as Elliot is just kind of standing there blank-faced? And Alron's just screaming on the ground.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's Alron doing?
I think that Lyra's trying to like help him somehow. I'm not totally sure how though. Maybe she's trying to go working.
Everybody's screaming today.
Ruh-roh.
Maybe I just don't know what would help here. But
Roll me a
she's
medicine
like trying
check.
to help. Okay, yeah. She's just like fussing over him and being like, Six.
Really don't know what to... You know that there's probably something you could be doing to helping, but you dedicated your life to magic, not medicine. So you really don't know what's happening to him right now. As Nuzin and Lulin, you fly over Ephraim and Sumter as they're still running up this path, and as you're kind of Lyra trying to figure out what to do, Nuzin just kind of whoof right next to you.
Nuzin, jeez, I don't know what to do. I don't know medicine.
Lulin's gonna unsnake.
What's
Are
going
you
on?
still wrapped? To be clear, you're still wrapped around Newson's shoulders when you unsnake.
Yeah, Lulun's gonna slither out and unsnake, and then
We just walk up like a stack of minotaurs.
yeah, and then
You'd need such a big trench coat.
Oh, so true. We are an adult minotaur. Literally, what would that make us? Like 17, like, well, no, probably not full 17. At least,
You're like 15 feet tall.
yeah,
Lulun's-
probably at
Lulun's
least
8.5
15
feet
feet.
tall.
Yeah, okay. It's maybe not, and News in 7, so.
Just
I
about
don't know.
15 and a half.
15 and a half, yeah. It's
Plus
still
horns.
tall- plus horns.
Good
imagine the
day,
8.5 is
sir.
from horn to toe, horn to hoof.
All right.
Yeah, Lulun's going to look at this man and see what's going on.
How are you going about that?
Uh,
Because he is still like rapidly shifting in and out of wolf form on the ground, and it's not all happening at once. Like you'll watch as his hands turn into claws, and then his like ears get longer, his back kind of hunches, and then it's almost like it's like rippling across him.
I think Lulun's going to walk up to him, but he's gonna like get down on like all fours like he is. So like he's like on his level.
Okay.
So he doesn't like
Join.
spook him.
Yeah.
And Lulun's just gonna like put his hands over his and just try and calm him down.
So, as you put your hands over his head snaps up to you, Lulun, and his eyes open. And you haven't seen him recently, so you don't really know what this means. But, Newsin, since you're also low, you also see this. One of his eyes is gold, and one of his eyes is blue.
Wait, I didn't catch the end. One is gold and one is
One
blue,
is blue.
I think.
blue.
Yeah. Newsin kind of like reaches out and puts like a firm hand on his shoulder.
What did you do?
Look, you left in the middle of a conversation and we just stood these orbs around. I don't know.
I thought we had an agreement.
I don't know, man. Leo's kind of looking at Nom like, I'm trying to take your lead on this one.
I mean, you
He's
told
like-
it. Our agreement was that we would give him the orbs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, just hand him the orbs, not give him a memory at random.
Well, you didn't. You left before we could ask you to specify what the term. You left. What?
God damn it.
But now you're back, so you know.
For now,
How's it going?
as you watch is like, guys, what the hell is going on with me? What the fuck was that thing, Nom? Why did you have them under my bed?
They are again. I did not do this.
Why do you all have my
Here.
memories in a jar?
We
How the
don't.
fuck did you get my
You
memories?
Had them.
They're
They were under your bed. We
memories.
found
How
them
the
under
fuck do
your
you
bed.
pull people's memories? Ugh!
We didn't pull them out.
But there are people that can.
Yeah.
Ugh. Fucking
But
what?
I don't know. Whenever we try to talk about stuff with you, your wolf guy comes out and says like, no, don't do that. So
I told you guys, the wolf can't. And you watch as his eyes roll into the back of his head, and he just slumps into the dirt.
oh god, I think we should just put him back in his bed.
I really hope we didn't kill him. I think he'll be okay.
Is he okay?
Yeah, like Newsin's like checking. Still got a hand on him, so he doesn't like slump over. She's holding him, but like.
Lulu's putting him. What's the not the fetal position, but
The recovery position.
Yeah, recovery.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. Lulu's gonna put him in the recovery position. He's going to use his thigh as a pillow, and he's not necessarily curing him or like casting any magic on him, but Loon's going to bring out his. Loon's just going to start glowing with magic just to help create a calmer area for him. Because clearly this man's under a heck ton of stress.
As you kind of set this area up, and Allron's still like twitching with his
I'm
eyes closed.
gonna cast guidance on him. But that's what I wanted.
Okay. So as you're doing this, Ephraim and Sumter run into the clearing.
I'm gonna bolster him as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna use bolstering magic. It gives him 10 minutes. He can roll a D3 whenever making an attack or ability check. And it's added
Does
to
it
the roll.
apply to death saves?
It says any attack or ability check. So I guess it depends on
What I
you
consider a death save.
Yeah. It doesn't exclude death saves, but I think that's more of a, like, that's on...
Yeah, those are throws normally,
Does-
but I'd give them for... I feel it's bolstering magic. It should apply to death saves.
Yeah.
Does
Is it
Lulu
kinda like
know? Does Lulu
put-
see that he's not breathing?
No, he is breathing. It's just...
Yeah.
Like, he's
He's
hyperventilating, his pulse is thready, he's beginning to get pale. Lulin, you would recognize all these signs as he's going into shock.
Okay. Lulin.
Maybe I shouldn't have told him to break that memory.
You know, everyone makes mistakes.
I thought that's what he meant. I thought we were just supposed to give him. Like,
As
No,
you
no,
say,
I really
as
wanted
you
to
say,
support you on
everyone
this.
makes mistakes. You hear Ephraim say, "Wait, you did this to him."
well, I mean, not
we
really.
weren't trying to hurt him.
Yeah, we weren't trying to hurt him. It's just his all around, like the wolf version of him said, give him the orbs. So I was
And
like,
you get as they like
Walrond.
you watch as Ephraim
Yes.
runs past you and kneels down next to you, Lulin, and starts like checking for a pulse. As Sumter runs up, looks down at the jar, and goes, "He found those? Who showed him?"
Lulin's gonna cast a healing spirit.
Okay. So you cast this healing spirit kind of settles over Allrond. And he's still his breathing kind of slows and begins to become normal again.
The healing spirit is gonna take in shape of like maybe like a golden retriever, like a dog or something. He just cuddles up next to him.
Nice.
Because again, Lulin sees that he's in shock. He sees that he's under a tremendous amount of stress.
Pocky, I left to go eat dinner and I returned to news and is an actual dragon. That tracks.
Yes. Yeah.
So Lulin's just trying to make this as like comfortable and less stressful for Allrond as possible because he understands that, hey, this man's serious panic attack. He needs hug and warm and calmness, puppy.
Yeah.
So the spirit is like a golden retriever.
Ephraim looks at you and he nods before he like leans down, still in his like sick guard armor, and he opens one of Allron's eyes and looks into it.
A few moments ago, they were shifting between blue and gold. Or I want to say shifting. One was blue and the other one was gold. And then like Lulin's like giving you like medical descriptions of what was going on.
Lyra, a Lady Dream Shadow. Lady Dream Shadow?
She's in shock right
Yeah.
now.
Sorry. Yeah.
Hey, we need to know what's going on inside his head.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Don't. He kind of looks up at you and he goes, "Don't dive into it. Just take a look."
Okay, I'll try. Do you want to come with?
I probably better.
What's probably better?
I probably better.
Okay. So I think Lyra's gonna first bring this guy into her head.
When you bring
That's her
him
first.
into your head, what is standing in front of you is not Ephraim. What is standing in front of you looks like Ephraim, but it's cracked and brittle and scarred, and it seems like out of all of these wounds, there is light radiating from within.
Whoa, what are you? I mean, sorry, that's rude.
It's not important.
Okay.
Lulun's going
Alright,
to cast.
let's try it.
Lulun's going to cast guidance
Debate.
on Lyra.
Thank you.
All right.
Can
As
roll a
you
D4 and add it. Okay.
as you two launch into Alron's head, because you don't have to roll for it, you know the guy pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you went into his head in the pits, didn't you? No.
I think so.
I think you did, actually. So this wouldn't be
Yeah.
the first time you've
think
done this.
We like poked a little bit, I think.
Yeah, so you actually... So when you look, you see that there are memories clashing against each other and shattering.
Oh, that's not good.
Like the two different parts of his personality are trying to make sense of what's happening, and it's breaking parts of it.
Does Lyra think she can reach out and like soothe some of this?
Roll me intelligence.
Okay. Just straight intelligence.
Intelligence save.
I'll maybe
Use the save. Okay,
Intel-
18.
Oh well, I mean it's
So-
a plus.
You would know that with an 18 you got it. So you would
Okay.
know that there is probably something you could do about this, but that the minute you step out of your mindscape and into Alron's, you are immediately in danger of whatever's happening. Because you remember that if you die in somebody else's mind, you die.
Yeah.
And
think
right
that
now you're
Lyra's
kind of looking at it through
sort
the
of-
window of your bedroom.
Gotcha. I think Lyra sort of gets a faraway look in her eye and says to Ephraim, I think I could maybe help, and she's sort of reaching out to the window.
His mind's breaking. As he kind of like puts a hand out on your shoulder, and it doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's warm and almost soothing, as to everybody else outside, as Ephraim's kneeling down next to Alrond and Lyra's, I'm assuming kneeling next to him.
Yeah.
Ephraim begins to smoke.
Lulun's going to look up. What you doing there, bud?
He's in the mindscape. He's slack-jawed.
Yeah.
Empty-eyed.
Lulun's going to look at the other one. What's going on?
He'll be fine.
In Lyra's head, I think she sort of turns slightly to Ephraim and says, I really think I can help. I think I should go in there.
We know someone who can help him. We just need to get him.
You do? Who? How?
Somebody we met in the pits.
You all were in the pits too?
Well, we started out in a lab outside Eisenmont. That's where Elrond found us initially, after the airship crashed.
Oh.
Back when our cousin caught him.
Who's your cousin? Or sorry, that's not important now. How do we fix this problem
Well,
right in front of us?
It could be.
Really?
In the manner of being up front, you did never ask us our last names.
What's your last name?
Sage Drifter.
Oh.
Now we need to help Elrond. I'll explain the rest later.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Pull us out.
All right. And Lyra does. And I think at this point Lyra's like Lyra was pretty shaken by the Sage Drifter last name, but she did feel that sort of like comfort in her mindscape coming off Ephraim. So I think she's sort of trusting that right now. Anyway.
Okay. So you go back as you kind of snap in your body and the smoke begins to fade. And Lulin, as you were watching Ephraim, like the longer he was in Lyra's mind, you began to see like glowing cracks forming under like he was glowing from like he was a piece of like ceramics and he was glowing from within.
Can I do a religion check on that?
Sure.
I want to re-roll this.
Okay.
No shots!
Do you want to make it a box of doom roll?
I do.
Next one sticks. Party vote.
What is it? D20? Right?
Newsen?
That's
Do you
fine by
guys
me.
think it? Do you guys think it's worth
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
the?
that's
Yeah.
fine with me.
All right, you're gonna roll
Yeah,
2d20, and whichever one's further away from 10.
No, what?
Oh.
You have no idea what this is.
That's
It-
rough.
Wow.
All right. While all this is going on in the mindscape, Nom and Newsen, Sumter goes, how many did you give him?
Just one.
Just one? Okay, so there probably won't be a ton of damage.
Why?
Well, the wolf guy said he's been giving them to him in his sleep anyway.
Selectively, there's an order to it.
Oh, well, he didn't tell us that. Like, that
Why?
also would have been good information for the wolf guy, but he left.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I wasn't here for it, but why are his memories damaging to him? I mean, I had a bunch of memories removed in the pits. I mean, I understand that the wolf has removed his memories of the pits, but
From what
why?
From what we pieced together when we found him outside of the Nunia Shallows, Alron's time in the pits was equivalent to something like 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
From what we think, and from what our Dreamweaver friend told us, his mind can't reconcile the age of his body with the time that has passed. He loses all if his memories are combined in the wrong order, he's going to lose all sense of time. Everything will be happening to him in his mind at the same time.
And what makes you all think that you have the right to lie to us about something that important when you're living in our house?
He told us to before we took the memories.
Okay. So it's the wolf that I need to have a
No,
serious conversation
Alron
with.
told us to.
Alron doesn't remember any of this.
Who do you think asked us
Why
to
would he
take them?
tell you to?
Alron is the one who split himself from the wolf. The
So
wolf
what
is
you're
timeless.
saying-
The wolf doesn't have
what
a
you're-
sense of time. The wolf still has his memories. That way, we suppose he can still protect himself. But Alron remembers none of it.
Now.
Now.
But he
But
came...
he made the decision to do it when his mind was fracturing.
And how many people know about this ordeal? Besides you two, the wolf, Alron, since he's formatted this concept.
The 5 of you and a Dreamweaver.
Lulin's gonna perk up. Question:
Yes?
wolf form, is that still Alron, or is it more of like a split personality type thing?
Walrond?
God damn it. I mean, it I don't really know.
Do you think
What's a
they're
dream?
two
weaver?
separate entities?
Dreamweavers,
No, I don't
Dreamweavers
believe
are
they
who
are.
take the memories, I
Okay.
think, right?
Yes.
Have we heard
Yeah.
that word
Yeah.
before? Okay.
Yeah, you've
We've-
met one.
Both me and Elliot have had memories removed voluntarily before.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought Was it the Dreamweaver or just a?
I think it
Dreamweaver?
might have been it might have been the Dreamweaver when we first
Gotcha.
met them, but so
Gotcha.
now we know there's more, I guess. But I mean, I guess it could be the same one. Technically, we don't know if that person's like dead. So
Very true.
So, what do you think we should do going forward?
That's not my decision to make for you. We can talk.
Well,
we can let you know what we know.
Yeah, what would I wasn't. I should have phrased that. What would you suggest? Apologies.
Ampo raid. Welcome in, Ampo.
Heck, man.
Well, thanks for the
Let's
raid.
go.
Parade.
Give us.
Ampo!
I love that guy.
that guy, pretty lit.
That guy is pretty lit.
That dude, pretty lit dude.
So, how were you gonna rephrase your question?
I
He did.
I
What?
didn't hear it. I got swarmed by raid music.
got distracted by Anthem.
No, the sound alert literally just overpowered your voice. I couldn't hear you.
Got it. I more so meant, what would you suggest? Plans going forward. What suggestions do you have? Because
In terms of our immediate situation or long term? We'll deal with the immediate first, yes?
we'll deal with the immediate first, and then maybe tomorrow over breakfast we'll discuss over long term.
Sounds like a plan. Well, we're going to take him to Era, the Dreamweaver. You're welcome to tag along if you want, but if we go, there's going to be a cost anyways, so if only the two of us go, you won't have to pay it.
Well, we did get invited to that beach, so.
I don't know. I feel like we owe like maybe we should pay this cost.
We can...
Will you two be okay
Absolutely.
if we don't go?
It wouldn't be the first time we've made the journey.
Okay. Will you be back in time for breakfast?
Depends on how bad the damage is. We'll message.
Okay.
That seems fair.
That yes.
Alright. Well then. Sumter...
Would you like help transporting?
I don't think it'll be a problem. As Sumter walks over and picks up Allrond, and as he begins to step away, you watch his shoulders begin to twitch, and then a pair of skeletal black wings shoots out of them.
Do I think that these guys are like the angels that we were fighting before?
They do remind you a lot of them, yes.
Oh. Look at you using your noggin. I would have never thought that.
That was the
Wow.
first thing I thought when he said, our
Yeah.
cousins that found him.
Mm-hmm.
It makes. I want to talk about this more.
Okay.
You guys stopping them at all?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Are they taking the orbs or?
No. They left him with you. Fruit Newt! Thanks for the raid! Welcome in!
So many raids today.
I know.
Jeez, so many.
Great.
Boom.
It's raid o'clock.
I typed in the wrong thing.
It's raid 30.
Yeah.
There we go. Choo choo, the Newt train has arrived.
Newt Newt.
Choo-choo, new train. Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
All right, how'd the D&D game go? Hope everybody's still alive if they need to be, and dead if they don't.
Damn.
Jesus.
Fair enough.
I mean, true, but like, Jesus.
All right, so they take a couple steps forward, and you watch as Ephraim kind of grabs a hold of Sumter's belt as Sumter's wings beat, and they take off into the air and kind of disappear out of the clearing.
Lulun's just gonna shout, "These are gonna be under the bed where we found them.
I still don't know if that's a good plan. Not that we shouldn't give them back, but I think they need to be hidden somewhere else.
As Lulin dispels the healing spirit, he just gives him some good old head pats. I don't know if that was a good decision, but it seems to they know what they're doing, and everybody needs to have the same information.
Yeah. I'm not thrilled about Elrond being named the captain of our household guard, or the person who's in charge of, the people that come and go from here, and knowing sort of now, I guess he's unintentionally lying to us, but that the people that he's bringing in are also lying to us intentionally.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like, it's weird because I trust the current Elrond, but I definitely don't trust the Elrond that decided to fracture his memories off. I understand why. It's just I don't know.
There's intentions for everything, and we don't know them clearly yet. One thing I do know is that we all want to make sure he's getting better. And at the forefront, that's what needs to happen. We can always discuss why they lied to us after this man is better.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at Lyra.
Mm-hmm.
He's family to you. He's family to us.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's not family, but I'm also saying that if they hadn't lied to us about it in the first place, that wouldn't have happened, because we would have known.
Hey.
It's not like they needed to loop us in on how they were doing it, what they were doing, but being like, hey, as they know that we were in the pits, at least me and Lyra, telling us, hey, Elrond couldn't handle the memories of the pits, so he has a fractured memory, would have been enough.
To be clear, you guys don't know if they know you were in the pits. Because you've never talked about it in front of them, and he only said when Elrond was in the pits.
So you're saying Elrond didn't mention us, they didn't see it in his memories, the wolf definitely knows, because he has those memories. Maybe they didn't loop Ephraim and Sumter into it, but what Newson's point is that lying to us about it caused that situation.
I understand. Okay.
Point blank, if we had known even a little bit about it, not even if it was the whole information, but even if they had told us a fraction of it, then
which is
that
why
could have
I
been
wanted
avoided.
to confront him. If we had waited, this maybe just could have gotten out of hand even more.
And even though I really hope it doesn't hurt Elrond, I mean, we do know a lot more than we did before.
And we could have known that all if they didn't lie to us.
That's true. It's
just, I know people's business are people's business, but I feel like that just is asking for problems. They weren't obscured magically. It's not like we had to dispel something to find them. They were just sitting under the bed. And we know that those memories have value to be gone from this, mind creature that we're dealing with that can take over people. A mouse found those memories. Omni's great, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, what's wrong with Omni?
Well, Omni's just a normal mouse.
But he's not like, it's not like you had to use like any magic through Omni to find them. He walked into that room, looked under the bed, and was like, look at these fun glowing orbs. Any vessel that thing could take over could have walked in that house and done that.
I mean, you could see them through the window, too.
Yeah. It's just, it seems like for lying to us about something like that, it doesn't seem like they were doing an incredibly good job protecting those things.
Maybe he's just an impulsive liar.
I certainly don't feel like I can trust this fractured wolf half of him that seems to be calling the shots now in his stead, sort of.
Hey,
And I
if
have
he's
things that I want to talk to you guys about Pharaoh as well, having to do with that.
Maybe now he won't keep information from us since it hurt Alron, so... Or he'll be a little more specific next time.
Yeah. We'll see what happens when they come back. I mean, they're going to have a conversation with us now and fill us in, but...
They just never come back.
Well, you know, if that's the case, then that's the case.
That wouldn't be a very good story, would it?
Kind of depends
No,
on
but
why
still
they
a
didn't come
possibility.
back. But yeah, I talked to Pharaoh while you guys... So, one, with the memories, I still think we need to hide them better and more safely, especially since we know that... What's his name is after them. And I still think I should not be privy to where they're hidden, because I don't know if he can control me. And what I said to Lulin is still pertinent in that if he can take over my body, it's gonna be a lot harder for you guys to physically stop me from getting them. So, yeah. I still, I think we should probably hide them better than they had them hidden. Or magically protect them, obscure them, something. Since we still have them, they didn't take them, so...
Yeah, they're remarkably careless with these things. Okay,
Yeah.
let's, okay. I will go put them somewhere in the... And I think Lyra's gonna go off and put them in the basement. I think that's where she's getting.
So you guys all head back to the house?
Yeah, well, except for
Well,
Lyra sort of, being like, if you
yeah.
don't want to know, don't come with me.
Newsom will
And
probably
Lyra was
stay
gonna grab...
outside in the party mess.
Okay. I was gonna say, as you guys head back to the house, then we're gonna do a quick 5-minute bio break. While our party makes their way to the home.
Cool.
Epic sauce.
So we will see everybody in about 5 minutes.
back, and especially Rosie.
I'm assuming that Newson you have turned back into normal Newson by the time you head back to the house.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change you back then.
I was about to say, I don't think so.
Well, you know, that last scene was very
Definitely
emotional,
not.
so I thought it was logical that Newson could have stayed Drago Newson.
They would have stayed dragon until they started walking back.
Yeah, and then
I mean,
kind of mellow.
there might
kinda
still
mellow
be
out.
some like, I don't know.
Latent electricity.
Yeah, like sparks a little bit if while she's talking about like being upset that they've been lied to.
As they're walking back,
I-
the sparks are just arcing from one meteor horn to the other and back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Lyra's sort of like trying to use prestidigitation to sort of calm down the sparks, so she's sort of like trying to like pat them down a little bit. Like, okay, I think we need to ground you.
I'm standing on the ground.
That's such a good point. And so you really should be grounded at the moment.
And
Here, just
she
give me a
has
second.
she has metal horseshoes on. She should be grounded, actually.
You really should be grounded. Okay, let me see. And Lyra's just gonna like touch one of your scales, or if they're or horns if they're not scales.
You're
does have,
you're
like, a little
touching
bit
the
of-
horn.
Yeah.
You get fucking zapped.
Ow.
Doesn't do any damage,
Okay.
but you get kind of zapped a little bit.
Yeah.
It
And she's
feels
trying
like
to use-
feels like one of those, like, you know, it's a super old prank toy, but it's the iPod that when you click on it, it just
Yeah.
one of those is what
Yeah.
it feels like. Like your hand just kind of your finger just kind of goes numb where you touch it.
Oh, ow. Okay, I'm gonna use magic now instead of just touching
Should have wafted. Should have wafted.
electricity. I really should have wafted.
Only wafting for this group. We're all gonna walk around investigating things like this,
Oh.
where we just hold our hands out and waft
Yeah.
it toward. We're never gonna investigate anything without waft sniffing it first.
Yeah.
I would never
Honestly,
waft.
that's what I'm being.
Also,
I'm
remember,
anti-waft.
you are holding.
So
the
what do
jar
you
of
do
memories
instead?
Right now.
I
Oh,
And
you
the
just
con-
get right in there.
and the consequences, you know, it is what it is.
Wow.
I
That's
live-
pretty brave.
I live free.
Yeah.
Free of wafting.
Free of wafting.
Free
Although,
of lab safety.
I'm also confused. Lyra, I thought wafting was for like smells. Why would you waft to see if Newson was electrically charged?
Well, wasn't really. I meant more like this, and Lyra like uses prestidigitation to try and siphon off some of this current. I don't know.
Trying to figure out what would happen here. I think it still wants to go to the meteor. The
This is
spark-
not
there's a
working
lot-
at all.
There's a lot less sparks.
Hey, I think it's working. I think I'm helping.
Instead of just constant sparkler ends for Newson's horns, now it's just a jump every couple seconds.
Look at that.
And Nom, you notice as you're walking back that the further you get away from the clearing, the more loose the branches between the trees become.
Okay. I don't know what to do with this information, but the branches are loosening.
What? Why were the branches tight? How do you know the difference?
I don't know. Sometimes when I talk to them, some of them are really like mean, and then as they get
Hey,
later on,
Nom.
they're more like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" Like they're,
Plants can be assholes. God.
oh
Wow.
yeah,
But
yeah,
hey, Nom.
yeah.
What kind of trees are these?
Roll nature.
Actually, that would be kind of good information, so we know what trees best to use for lumber or furniture.
You also
Am I-
know
am
which
I-
trees are assholes.
Am I rolling for something, PT?
Yeah, you're
or-
rolling nature.
Why do I not have proficiency in nature? That's crazy.
I feel like you should have proficiency in nature when it comes to trees.
They
But
are
specifically
they are
trees.
alder trees, but you don't know specifically what type.
These are alder trees.
Oh. Okay.
Alder, I hardly know.
Wow, good one, Lulin. You're making fun
You
of
know,
you're
you
making
know
fun of my
someone named
knowledge now.
Alder? I've never met anyone named Alder.
Well, I feel like, I mean, he said he hardly knew her, so
Yeah, but I know everybody Lulin knows.
well, maybe Brando only hardly knows her. Like only.
What?
Who's Brando?
Who's
As,
Brando?
Or just fucking-
as you guys come back onto like your
I don't
main,
know.
as you guys come back onto your main property, you see Breton leading a conga line up to the hot springs.
Woo!
As Pharaoh's kind of standing by the rocks on the path. There's a way for me. I can draw on this map. Hang on, we have technology.
You know, I'm glad everybody's having fun about living besides us at our party in our house.
Well, you're the ones who made the I Live mug.
Literally, it's our birthday, and we can cry if we want to. So,
So, where I
We can
just
leave
put
our
that-
friends behind.
Where I just put that
Yeah.
red circle on the map, when you come out of the woods, Pharaoh's looking at the woods from that direction. And he
If
just-
your friends don't dance. and if
He
they
kind
don't
of
dance,
he kind of looks at you all as you
And
come
they
out
have
of
no
them, and
friends
he lights his pipe and then turns around and heads up towards the hot springs.
was he checking if we had lived?
Probably.
Man, what a bitch. Could have helped us.
Speaking of, I'm a little. I think my concerns about him are founded. When I was talking to you, Lyra, and Elliot about being worried that something was up with him. But look, I don't have a lot to go on here, but I think he might be infected.
Oh, did you see the eyes?
No, I didn't. And that's why I was like, it's not a lot to go on, but here's the thing. I was like, so why did you fight so hard to have Lyra? And like, I was getting the details, all right? I'm suspicious of this
Thank
dude.
you. Yeah.
And I was like, why did you want Lyra and Elliot in your class so bad? Like, to the point that you changed their stuff. And he was like, well, I only have 6 months to live. And I was like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot, buddy. I
Mhm.
just met you.
It's a lot to put on you specifically in like a weird way. Also, he's our teacher.
Here's the thing
It's a
he
little
told
weird.
me. He was like, my life lasts longer if you're all in my class. So he's literally putting his life on us taking his class. That's
What if we-
wild, right?
what if we take
Just-
his life
just
into
like-
our own hands?
Does that mean I'll get a good grade, you think?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I feel like as long as you're in his class, he's probably gonna be thrilled because it means he's not dead. But here's the thing. I asked him if he'd seen people die before, like in his visions, and he was like, yeah, I'm looking at you dying like a million different ways right now. And I was like, wow, that was a weird thing to say, my guy.
That is a weird thing to say.
I thought he
But
could
then-
only see into like the definitive future, so it was like,
No, I get.
Oh,
I think
these-
he can see every possible permutation, but like trying to decide what is the direction that the future is going.
well, now here's
is-
the question: are we
Yeah.
destined to pick a specific thing? Because, like,
Oh,
do we
yeah.
is
Like-
predestination real?
Here's the
So
thing, though,
true,
is that I was
Nom.
like, so you saw yourself die, and he was like, well, no, and I was like, you just told me you were gonna die in 6 months, and he was like, technically, when I look ahead, regardless of like what's going on, I actually just see nothing.
I feel like he's a load of barnacles.
Does
What
do
if, what
you
if he
think-
was lying about things?
I mean, he could be lying, but here's the thing, is that he doesn't see himself dying. He's seen other people die, but he just straight up doesn't see a future. And I was like, have you ever seen that for anybody else that you read for? And he said no.
so that could
and
just
I was
be
like-
because it's himself.
It could just be because it's himself, but what if he can't see he also couldn't see, like, he was blind during the attack that was maybe orchestrated by this dude, I don't, like, by this mind guy. What I'm wondering is if he can't see his future in a future where the mind thing takes over his body.
Oh.
Because it's not his future.
Yeah, but I feel like out of
It's
all
something
of
else's.
the people he's seen the futures of, wouldn't that have come up at least one other time?
I mean, he sees so many. It may have been so implausible to him that he's never, like, given it a second thought. He's never looked at it. But I'm like, I'm wondering if he's come into contact, because he's human.
Right.
So,
Well,
which is the ideal host for this thing. And
has he ever
imagine-
made a right prediction yet? Because I feel like he hasn't.
He told me and Lulin to fly to you guys to be there faster. Because there might be a problem. And technically, I guess, because we got there quickly, maybe we helped save Allron from dying, but...
All I'm saying is he's never specific about anything, so I feel like he could have just been like, hey, go there if they need help or something like that, and then there we go. Like, he told us to get our story straight for that encounter, and, like, we didn't really need to.
And we didn't. So
Yeah, we didn't. And
what
we're fine.
My concern is that what does imagine the benefits to this thing if he even, like, can see some kind of future, if it was able to, like, take him over and use his future sight. It has limitless mind capacity.
Yeah, but, like, honestly, it might be pretty pointless if it did, because he's not really helping a whole lot with his ability.
He's not helping a lot. But that creature has unlimited mind capacity.
Oh.
He's human. So as a human, he might not be able to make heads or tails of it. But this thing that sees through a million different people's eyes, that's from another world, that we don't even really know what it's capable of, that literally burns people's brains out, like, having one thought. Maybe if it had access to this wealth of information about the future, it could be like, oh, that's what I have to do to take over the world.
Interesting.
That's what I'm worried about.
Well, I think that's a very fair concern. Yeah, I'm now concerned about that too.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Would
not
you
trying to,
guys-
like, freak
Would
you
you
all
guys
out.
rather
but...
have unlimited mind capacity but no coffee, or unlimited mind capacity and no mind capacity?
Unlimited mind capacity and no mind capacity.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
I think I would rather have unlimited mind capacity and no coffee, because I don't really drink coffee that much.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Oh my god, a pepperoni!
Oh. Her eyes were really red for a second because of the glare, and I was like, wow, that's
Dungeon
a demon.
Doggo.
Dungeon Doggo, more like Demon Doggo.
So true.
Should have made the,
How dare you?
You say it too, so
I do. She is a demon doggo. Interesting.
just a little
Interesting, Sky. That may or may not be better than what I had planned initially.
PT's like, yes, another use of Sky's creative mind.
Perfect.
PT,
Yes.
PT,
Give
what would
me
you rather have?
Hmm?
Unlimited mind capacity, but no
Or-
coffee?
My brother
or
in Christ,
unlimited...
I strive every day to have no mind capacity.
Got it. So unlimited mind capacity and no
No
mind
mind
capacity.
capacity.
That actually sounds amazing.
I want unlimited mind capacity, but only as it applies to Dungeons and Dragons.
Got it.
But then you would get no mind capacity.
For anything else.
I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. Who cares? The dice do all the
Unlimited
thinking
games,
for
but
me.
no games.
All right.
You know, the real problem about playing in this game with PT is that he is slowly building a comprehensive understanding of the things that I'm going to put into my game that he's going to play in.
I'm gonna play such a little goober.
I'm so excited.
Who's a goofy goober? Who's
He's a little
goofy
guy.
goober?
Does chat want a hint of what I'm gonna play? Can I give chat a hint of what I'm gonna play, or do you want me to just?
I'll probably end up drawing your all's character portraits and stuff on stream once I've got enough information to start working on everything.
I've been slowly building an outfit.
Everybody is, so I'm not in a big rush.
So chat, what I am playing in Sky's upcoming game is a hedgehog bard with a keytar.
Yes.
Are you going to play music?
I'm working with Garrett to get some keytar tracks that I can sing my spells over.
No, you gotta play them yourself.
I can't afford to buy a keytar.
Yeah.
Them's expensive.
Lame. In the campaign that I'm a bard in, I play all my music on my guitar.
Which is actually sick and a vibe.
All right,
I love it.
New donation goal. Since we never got that slime puppy, we get PT a keytar.
So true.
New dono goal? That'd be fair.
Get a throne and put a keytar on your throne, and then community fund it.
Then I gotta learn how to play a keytar.
Yeah.
Which would be even better for the bad performance checks.
Oh, so true. You just smash all the keys.
Yeah, so play your part.
Alrighty. So what are you guys doing now? Lyra, you, during this time, after this conversation, you went into the house, hid the beads. Or hid the memory orbs.
Beans.
I said beads.
Memory
beads.
Memory beans.
Memory beans.
I mean,
And
they
I would
might
have had
as
to do
well
it
be.
with Elliot because he stoned over the basement.
Oh, would you guys?
So
no,
Elliot
okay,
knows too.
So here's a question that I think Isaac would agree with me on. So I'm gonna ask you if you would agree to it. Would you put them in the teleportation circle because only Elliot can access it?
And me too. I would.
No, because it only opened for his blood.
Well, I mean, I could teleport into it.
Oh,
but,
that's fair.
Yep. Yes, I don't want to set it like right on top of the
No,
teleportation
but like
circle,
in
but
the
in the room
behind the hidden door.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What do you want, Goober?
I think that's a good
I
idea.
just want some pets. Okay.
Yeah, that's where we put it.
And I feel like Isaac would agree with the logic of that one. Because you may not be able to stop Newson, but a wall of brick and mortar that's magically sealed just might. It'll be close.
Yeah, it will be close. And I like this because we sort of have like a way to get at it really fast too. So I think I like it all around.
Alrighty.
Newson does have the ability to teleport with the right rage roll.
Shh. Nobody needs to know that but you and me.
Just you know.
Nobody
I feel like-
needs to
It takes
know.
luck,
Nobody needs to know that but you, me, and the mind sieve.
but...
So
Can't wait for that drama.
Alright.
Newson's like, not again.
So
All these bitches taking over my body.
you guys head back outside. It seems like Elodie's still kind of alone at the bar. Like
I think
nobody. It seems like
that's where
everybody's gotten
Lily-
their drinks, but it seems like the party's up at the hot springs.
I think Lily would have been at the bar while all the conversation was going on because I don't know. Lily wasn't vibing with that conversation. Lily wants to drink again.
Let me tell you, Lulin, you might be pretty big, but you ever do in my bar what you did in that dirt, and I'll beat your ass.
Lulu like takes a shot and knocks one back. Is that a challenge?
It is not. Do not puke in my bar.
I
do
may
not-
make no promises.
I will
Well,
never serve.
all-
If you do not promise me you will not puke in my bar, I will never serve you again.
Listen. I will always clean up after myself
You know what? That's
when
fair.
I'm able to.
How's y'all's night going?
Bad. I
Great.
need rum.
Kind of bad.
You need rum?
Lulin just looks at
Yes.
it
We got
and just
rum,
downs
and she
another
just
shot.
pulls out a bottle and sets it in front of you, Newsom. That'll be a gold.
A gold. Oh, boy.
I'm still running a business here.
Well, I mean, that is pretty expensive for one.
Well, of
Can
course,
we
it's
actually-
Dwarven rum.
Lulin's gonna
I'll
drop.
just
Lulin's gonna drop
What?
5 gold and just give us some bottles.
That I can do.
Do we have group money? How does our money work with what we traded in?
You guys can just essentially write like an IOU, stamp it, and give it to someone. It'll come out of your group total.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lulin's just
It's
buying
mostly
an
for big
assortment of
purchases,
bottles.
though, rather than. Well, I guess you guys can use it for little purchases if you want to. People just aren't going to like you that much.
I mean, Lulin paid it. I'm thinking about a different amount that Newsom was told for information purposes. You've already forgotten, haven't you?
Message me. I
Oh, you remembered. Okay. That's what I was thinking about.
Somebody's not here to protect himself.
He's not here to protect himself.
Sky, you dirty motherfucker.
Do you remember what the price
Look.
was?
50. Yeah. No, I wrote that down. Newsom was like, I need information.
Well, I had to process because there's a lot of different stuff going on in this town right now.
Yes.
I couldn't remember exactly what plot threads you'd already plucked. All right. Pater. She hands you guys each a bottle. Newson and Lulin, you get Dwarven rum. Lyra, you get what seems to be an Aarakocra gin. And Nom,
Oh, lovely.
are you drinking? Or are you still abstaining from alcohol?
Nah, I guess, you know, the pipsqueak's been, quiet today, so I'll have one.
You get a 5th of human whiskey from Eisenmont. Actually, no, not human whiskey. Fire Ganassi whiskey from Ailburn. It's got a little bit of kick to it.
You got a supplier, or how you getting all this stuff?
I import. Same way most
Okay.
people do.
Lulin's gonna clink the bottles, take a big old gulp, and he's gonna join the conga line.
I don't know how I feel about so many people going to the hot springs right now. That's gonna be... We might have to clean that later.
Oh,
Clean a natural spring.
I think it just. You know, I'll do some reading.
Okay.
Not my problem.
I think Lyra's gonna take a big swig of the gin.
Newsom will join you.
I
when
you
you,
said
I won't
human
drink it all
whiskey.
in
I
one
was like,
go.
this is
Lulin-
whiskey made out of humans.
Lulin, when
So-
you put your hands on the person's shoulders, they turn around and look at you, and it's an Earth Ganassi with crystals along his cheekbones and jawbones, and he looks at you. He goes, "Ah, it is you, the Minotaur. No, you are not the same one. Never mind."
No, I'm the other Minotaur. I'm Lulin.
Oh. The other one.
Ah, well, it is good to meet you, Lulin. I am
Oh,
Wilhelm.
likewise.
Breton really thought he was cool.
You join the party?
The conga line is very slow.
It's a lot of people getting in that hot spring.
Right. Do you wanna make it go faster?
Oh?
Lilith's gonna cast Log Strider on the first few people.
The whole conga line lurches forward, and like 60% of the drunk people in it just fall onto their faces.
Yeah, Lilith's gonna be like, let's back off of this and let's watch this.
Wilhelm just walks around and starts walking to the hot springs. I will see you
Yeah.
up there, Lulin.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on first level, so the person in the front's going like the absolute fastest.
Jesus.
As all of you watch
They're walking
Lulin
on
take
water.
out like 60% of their party.
Out of curiosity, if I watched Lulin like walk over there, would I recognize her?
Wilhelm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you would have absolutely. He's still got
Lulin's gonna
got his engineer's goggles on.
Newsy kind of looks over at the other two and goes, "That guy with the crab's here. Do you think the crab is robbing us?" Like takes another drink.
Oh, maybe.
Should we look? Should we see if?
Yeah. Let's find the crab. Let's find it.
What crab? What are we talking about?
Remember the
The
crab?
crab that guy had. Remember when we were going to?
Oh,
Look at that. Look at. We
Yeah.
found you in the storage room. Yeah. When we found you
Yeah.
in the storage room.
when you
should
when
find-
you found me in the storage room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. But very vaguely, because it wasn't important for me to be in there at all.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that guy and his crab. Do you think the crab is here robbing us? That's what I was thinking.
No,
I'm-
I don't think.
No.
Well, it depends. I think we were on okay terms. I don't think he would have a reason to steal from us.
Okay. I think I'm just on edge right now. I don't feel like I can trust anyone.
I think Lyra's like,
Are you
I
on
want to find the
edge?
crab.
I'm not on edge.
Lyra's halfway through her bottle of gin.
Yeah.
In a way, I feel like everything's, happening for a reason, News, and you just gotta think about it that way.
Yeah, I mean those reasons don't have to be good reasons, though.
I mean, maybe they're not. We can't control that.
I would like to. I would like to at least attempt to not do bad or walk into bad stuff. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can't go living the rest of your life like that, so. That ain't living. That's predicting.
I mean, I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm just trying not
Well, you're
to
trying to predict. It sounds like you're trying to predict outcomes that you can't.
And
I'm
you know
trying
who
to
else
make-
predicts things? Farrah.
Yeah.
That is true. I don't think that has to do with what I'm saying.
Is he in the conga line?
No, he walked towards the hot springs after seeing you guys
Okay.
come out of the woods.
So he's probably already there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like normal for teachers to come to student parties?
No,
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's very uncomfortable.
Lyra, it's
Yeah, he's
actually
just
not
like-
all that uncommon. Because of how old elves are in general.
But he's a human.
Which means he's the youngest one here.
Oh my god.
There's like,
He's the
well,
one
okay,
that's
if it
getting
was
cradle
my
robbed.
culture, it was like if it was in my culture, it would be kind of weird. But elves are a little old in general, so
Okay.
yeah.
Got
Like,
it.
remember the toddlers you met that Breton was showing around were like 25.
That's fair. So are we going to the hot springs? I feel like we've been hosting a party that we haven't been doing anything at. And I don't really know what else to do until
I want to find the crab.
I don't know how we would find the crab. I mean, like, we don't have, like, a safe to break into or anything specific to... Unless it's stealing books.
Oh god, what if it's stealing books?
No one knows
Well, I'm
about my
actually
room,
right.
right? Like no one knows.
It's covered in stone right now. So
Yeah.
Why? Why did you
because-
do that?
So that
because
it's-
Elliot didn't want
well-
anyone to find it.
Oh, okay.
So,
I
like,
mean,
if they opened the trap door, it would just be stone underneath, and they would be like, "Wow, that's so weird and funky fresh."
well,
and
what
then
if
they would
somebody
close it.
else knows mold earth? I feel like.
Well, you
It's
know.
a good
Well-
it's a good thing the spell is shapestone.
Yeah. So
Also, they'd have to
Anyway.
assume you're not just eccentric.
Or
True,
that
which
it's
they'd
not
be
just
wrong
something that got
for.
filled in intentionally because there was nothing down there. Ugh.
well,
Look, we're just doing our best with a short period of time, okay? And I don't know, Elliot's
No,
a
I
weirdo.
get it. It's whatever. Yeah, Elliot is a weirdo.
yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Let's swing by the library. I'll pick up a light reading material, and then we should go to the hot spring.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Lyra, are you sure you want to bring a book there? Because there's probably going to be
Might
a
be
lot of water
splashy.
flying around.
Oh God. Well, I just really wanted to read.
I could probably, like, put you up on a rock or something so you're kind of out of the way.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Just, like,
go.
grab a book and walk to the hot springs then.
Yeah.
Alright, so when you guys get to the hot springs, it seems like most of the people are in the water. It seems like Breton is yelling at anybody who's throwing anything in the water.
He's being a lifeguard for us.
He pretty much is. Like, he's sitting on the island in the middle just yelling at people who are doing dumb things.
What a good guy.
Oh,
To answer
on
your
the way
question,
there,
Fox
can I-
Love, you know that Triton makes sangria.
true. On the way there, I
How-
think...
Go on.
Oh, Newsom's just gonna be like, oh, by the way, Lyra, Lulan said that he messaged you that I love you, and I wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that didn't, like, I didn't tell him to say that, just to be clear,
Oh.
he did that on his
Oh.
own, and I didn't want to, like, I
But,
didn't know
but
how
she
to...
does, though.
Okay.
I feel.
That's like a really heavy, that's like a lot to
I'm
say
having
to
really
someone.
mixed emotions right now.
I mean, I feel like it's been pretty long. I'll walk. You guys hash this out.
Been like 2
And now
weeks.
walks away.
Yeah. I just
It's
didn't
not been 2 weeks,
Yes, it has.
Canonically, yes. It's been 2 weeks.
bro. It's taken us 5 months to get through 2 weeks. Oh
Yes,
my
we've like
God.
barely been getting through a day each session.
You guys
We're gonna
just,
be here for 5 years.
you
bro.
guys just shenanigan, and I just let it happen.
Mm.
But so I just I didn't want you to feel like pressured because he didn't say you said
Oh.
anything in return, and like I didn't tell him to say that or anything, and
Yeah, I read it. Well, you know, there's only 25 words, and I was a little busy. I appreciated the sentiment. Yeah.
and you don't like. Look, I don't. It doesn't have to be something that we talk about. I just wanted to make sure it didn't make you uncomfortable.
Okay, no, okay, yeah. You know, maybe let's just forget that. You know that. I guess that's like it's not like meddling in our relationship. Let's just forget that one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
That's probably for
yeah.
the best. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, cool. They just like walk awkwardly side by side.
Yeah, as you guys get to this party, and it seems like most of the people you've met so far are here.
Mhm.
So, kind of, if there's anyone you need to talk to, you can probably find them somewhere at the party.
Hey, climbing club guy, I got teeth for you, and you got money for me.
You...
Oh, and wings.
You hear a yell from the top of the tree in the center of the island. I have a name, you know.
Yeah, look, I'm drinking, all right.
You know what? That's totally fair. Let me get down from here, and we'll come sort it out as you watch him dive off into the hot springs.
Lula's gonna yell, do a flip.
He does a flip. and then just perfectly executes his dive.
Wow. That was very impressive. How deep are the hot springs?
There's a pool next to the island that's about 20 feet deep. Everywhere else, it's about 5 or 6.
Okay, so not bad. So Brenton's not yelling at him for that.
No, no. Breton
Okay.
is in fact cheering him on and seemingly going to climb the tree himself to try and outdo him.
Oh my
Love
god.
it. All right. Well, we lost our lifeguard.
I guess I'll stand here and make sure nobody does anything really stupid.
Okay, yeah. And
But
I'll-
yeah,
As you're standing there, Fredry kind of comes, like, pulls himself out of the water, and you notice that he's still wearing what seems to be most of a suit.
but it's soaked?
It's just like he doesn't have the sport jacket on, the sleeves are rolled up and the pant legs are rolled up, but this man is just wearing a suit that is absolutely soaked.
Well, you only do stuff fancy, huh?
Well, we were at a party before this.
I guess that's fair. I mean, I feel like half the people just took all their clothes off and got in.
Yes, well, no need for that.
You know, fair enough. You do whatever you're comfortable with, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just don't drown, okay?
But let me go grab my things, and I'll what did we agree on? 400 gold? Something along those lines, I believe.
Yeah, it was 400 for the wing, I think, and then we were talking about like renting you.
I was
the
going to
teeth.
give you
Yeah.
I was going to give you 350 each for the wings, and then we were going to rent the fangs for half their buy cost.
Yes, that is correct.
So that would be, he kind of like starts doing math and said, he's like, so that's 2,000 gold from the treasury and 700 gold from me. All right.
Yes.
Do you take scripts?
Sure. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.